Okay, it's August 1st, 2021. Whoever thought we'd get that far, right? And yet here we are. I'm going to Alaska in a week from today, as a matter of fact. And I have a friend up there who's going to put me up for a month or two because I have so much trouble breathing down here in Northern California in the late summer. It gets pretty bad. We haven't even got much smoke yet. So that'll be fun. And I'm going to do a lot of writing and painting and stuff like that. I've got some ideas. One of which I'm gonna share with you right now. I was gonna do this art class called Transcending Art. It turned out wasn't the best title. The best title was gonna be a new title, The Painter Inside. Now I had to cancel the show because of the COVID thing. It was just starting to spike around here, and I just didn't want to take the chance of yelling at 10 people and getting them sick, right? It's just not worth it. But I did come up with a lot of ideas for this class, which I've never done before. I never really put some thought into it and said, oh, that might work. And so I came up with some ideas which I think are really good. And most of them are going to translate really well into video. So I'm planning on doing like 10-minute, maybe 15 at the most, videos called The Painter Inside, how to find that mysterious and elusive entity, thepainterinside.com. Yeah, that's the new watercolors. Not a bunch, but I'm doing what I can, and they're up for sale on my website, douglastruth.com. And while I'm gone, I'm going to have somebody running the print business here. So we'll make 13 by 19 prints if you so desire. But the thing I'm offering now, aside from this new cord, isn't that nice? Are these prints 11 by 14, which I think is big enough, right? 13 by 19, no need to get Baroque about it. No, I'm just kidding. 13 by 19 is great. It's a big size. But 11 by 14 has the benefit of fitting into a standard 11 by 14 frame, which you can buy at any corner store, any bodega, anywhere, 11 by 14 frame. And it's going to have a little line around the image, which very much, if you don't look too closely, looks a lot like it's been matted. So what we've got here is a fine art 11 by 14 print that costs pennies, a couple hundred, few hundred pennies, to frame. And they look great, right? So those are $40, and they're on my website. I'm adding to them just as quickly as I inhumanly can. See, the thing is, I've been working on this program, this performance, for a few years. Anyway, I did some shows, one called The Human Project, and one is called 2024, My 5-Year Plan and Why It Failed. And if it's short enough, like 30 or 40 minutes, I could still conceivably perform it. I may not be too far gone to do such a thing. I mean, there's some, entropy, give it up, right? Entropy is gonna win. And what happens to, the thing is, we have to be like Ralph Waldo Emerson, who I read somewhere, had some form of early dementia. And he said, I'm losing my faculties, but everything's fine, right? I am of a complete agreement with that. Our faculties are incredibly overrated. And in some ways, they just lead us only into trouble, just to trouble. Especially if we have really, really great faculties, like a really incredible mind. It's a good thing. Man, incredible mind is a wonderful thing. But it is so excessively, in my opinion, rewarded in our world today that people lean on that mind too much because they get rewarded for going there. You're going around getting gestalts of things like, I've got the whole picture now. You're going to go hungry, right? That's the way it is. I'm trying to think of The Painter Inside. Very excited about that. Books, watercolors. I'm going to keep doing the watercolors. I'll ship them down to the States, and my friend here will do the final shipping of the product to you, the consumer. Don't you hate modern language? It's so degrading. All right, you guys, I just wanted to say hi. I think about you all the time, especially you Patreons of mine. I think about you a lot because without you, I don't know what I'd be doing. So I hope you're all doing well in these difficult and perilous times. Let me say this, if you would. Perilous times, right? And they're going to drive us all mad unless we have set up programs to prevent that or to at least mitigate it. It's the devil's whirlpool is one way of looking at it. It's just that when things start to spin out of control, right? And we're starting to get that, right? We're starting to get that spinning out of control. And oh, maybe we're not going to get back to normal ever. And this is it, just faster and faster and weirder and weirder. I would prepare myself for that if I were you. And the way to do it is to cultivate your own sanity. The way not to do it is to go in for your self-preservation. In my opinion, not a good plan. Not a good plan. Not a good plan at all, because we don't, if we're going to survive soul-wise or physically wise or anything, we have to work together, right? And not just take that as, I mean, in some places, it's like, we're all in this together except these people, right? That's how it works most of the time. It's like, we're all in this together, right? Except for you. You, I don't like. We can't do that, right? It's either all or none. And besides which, the self-preservation thing, unlikely. So just prepare for the worst. No, the worst is not dying. The worst is being cruel and selfish. Putting others before yourself. That's the worst. We're all going to die. Might as well go out, not in a blaze of glory. I think that invokes the heroic thing, which is not all that great. A pattern. But go out, with some dignity. Dignity where we cared for each other. And we go out singing, as my friend Ant, and this is kind of going to be one of the projects we work on up in Alaska, is just writing down the incredible story of Ant. What a incredibly enthusiastic and inspiring character Ant is, as she will, like you got a refugee boat filled with refugees, right? And they're all just terrible. Could be Americans, their town burned down, no water. They're just terrible situation. But Ant will stand in the front of the boat, on the prow, I think was what they call it. And he'll say, come on, people, let's sing. And eventually everybody goes, that people hate those kind of people, right? And they want to be left in their misery. They've earned it. But Ant will have none of it. And eventually the whole boat is just rousing together with song and love and backslapping, right? Ready to face the disaster of the next day. All right, I think I've gone along far enough with this. And I think we'll be doing a lot of videos and storytelling, and we'll be finding the painter inside, the elusive painter inside. We'll do it together. All right, take care, everybody. Much love. Kindness is always possible. Again, the whirlpool and then the messed upness of the whole thing. Kindness is what will get us together. I just urge people not to think in terms of protecting themselves and, where can I go? Where can I go? Well, there's nowhere to go.